What's poppin', y'all? Today we have the review of the Inked Winter Nautilus. So first thing I want to do is tolerances. Teeny bit of tap. And some play, not that much though. So first thing I want to say after the tolerance check is that this knife weighs 3.6 ounces. Now, that can be good and bad at the same time. And I'll explain that here in a little bit. But for somebody who's been flipping 4.5 to 5 ounce to even 6 ounce knives their entire flipping career, besides the Squiddy, it's a change of pace, right? But it definitely feels crazy. It feels so good to flip. It's G10 with channel aluminum liners. And it has this great looking trainer blade, but these are decently sharp. This is the bite handle indicator thing that all squids have, or most trainers nowadays have them. See this little notch here? Squiddy does not have it because it's freaking plastic. So yeah, but this thing is actually decently sharp. Like if you do a bite handle chaplain, it actually kind of rubs your skin off. I've gotten cut by this thing before. I was doing a bite handle thumb chaplain, so something like this, but on the bite handle, and it just ripped the skin off right here and made me bleed. So yeah, this knife is super pretty, if you couldn't tell earlier. Very pretty. This DLC coated blade is absolutely fantastic. It's really cool. You see the pattern on the G10 here. But yeah, runs on tang pins, which it's okay, but I prefer Zen pins any day, except when it comes to the Alpha Beast. Alpha Beast is perfect. I've since sold my Alpha Beast in both my reps, if you did not know. So I'm running on Squids and Asphyxco Zephyr. Basically, this, it's its own flipper, right? Like I haven't found anything that flips like a Nautilus or the Nautilus flips like it. And obviously there's probably something out there, but I just don't have, that knowledge or that experience to tell you that it flips like a TAC 2 or something like that, which I've heard it flips like a TAC 2. I've never flipped a TAC 2. I don't think I ever will. But it's really good, right? And the thing is, what I was saying earlier about it being lightweight and how that can be a good or a bad thing, I'm going to get into right now. So I flipped my Triton probably the most out of any of the knives I own. One, because it's the oldest knife I still have, and two, just because it's so good. My favorite, and probably my favorite flipper out of everything here, is this old beaten Triton. So, this being a full metal balisong, weighs about 4.6 ounces, 4.5 ounces, somewhere around there. And that's my favorite weight range, but at the same time, this knife feels more rear biased than the Nautilus, and I feel like the Nautilus is rear biased. This thing feels more rear biased than the Nautilus. Now, that doesn't mean it's terrible at doing like twirls and ladders. Like obviously you can do them, but it's not as good as, say, the Squid Trainer. And I feel like the Squid Trainer is more neutral than the Triton, right? So here's my Squid Trainer V3, and it just feels like it wants to do twirls, ladders, 0G stuff, and does it easy. Does it great. but at the same time, it does carry its momentum fantastically. And that's due to these big stainless steel rods in the rear of the knife. And also, in this lighting, you can get a really good view of the texturing on Squid Trainer V3. Now, the texturing on the Squid Trainer V3.5 is a little better. But yeah. So, I need to work on my Z chokers. But anyways, Squid Trainer is more neutral, I'd say. Likes doing neutral stuff. And it feels good while you're doing it. Obviously, I just can't flip this morning. But going back to the Nautilus. Since it is rear biased, it carries its momentum extremely well. But at the same time, it's light. So that means, in my opinion at least, everyone is subject to their own opinion, that it does do twirls and ladders very well. Just because it is lighter than, say, those two. Now, the Squiddy feels so neutral to me because it is so light. But at the same time, it does carry its momentum amazingly. I just can't flip again. Carries its momentum really well. But you can do so much neutral stuff because it's so light. These two trainers are very similar, in my opinion. The way that they can carry momentum and be rear biased, but at the same time are light enough to where you can do a ton of... It just feels better to do twirls and ladders with them. And obviously I can't giraffe, but I can scissor. And all these knives scissor great. My only gripe is the Squid Trainer because it's so rounded compared to all of these. It's rounded, so sometimes you'll catch a scissor and it'll just slip. And you'll like catch it like this, or you'll catch it like this, or sometimes you'll go to catch it and it'll just slip straight out of your hand. That's just how it is. But yeah. Gosh, I cannot flip this morning. But yeah, so basically I would say that the Nautilus, while being a rear bias knife, retains some neutrally balanced properties because it's light. Gosh dang, I suck. So that's what I'm gonna go off of today. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's about all for this review. I'm not going to record it again because I've recorded it 3 times now. My phone ran out of battery twice. I thought I fixed it 2 times, but I didn't. So, yeah. And I'm not flipping well today. So, basically, Squid Nautilus, really great. Super fun when it's given to the right person, obviously, which is not me. But it doesn't fit my preferences in a battle song. I can recommend this to anybody who's looking for something different, something lighter. But at this price, I paid around, $260, $270? Thinking back, I would have rather gotten a rep. Now, obviously the rep is built better than Nautilus, uses better materials. But I just feel like you can get more bang for your buck. Obviously Squid, I'm not hammering Squid because I love Squid. I'm a Squid fanboy, obviously. But if you're going to go for Nautilus, go for the standard black G10 and silver non-anodized, because you can get those for things like $203. This is for somebody who you can only flip trainers, right? And you can't have a rep. this would be a great option. Although it is like a full ounce lighter than the rep, this would be a good option. Okay, I'm gonna be done with this video. Not my preferences. I'm thinking about selling it, my knot, that is. And yeah, my preferences as far as flipping goes for this list, it goes Triton, Squid Trainer, Nautilus, Squiddy, in that order from like best flipping to least best flipping, right? All these knives flip great, right? And I love all of these, but I mean, the Triton being not as rounded as the Squid Trainer just feels more solid in my opinion. And the Squid Trainer being such a quality, well-made balisong that, I mean, this thing has lasted me, it's almost a year now, but it's in still, like, pretty decent condition. Can be tuned down to no tap and almost zero play. Nautilus, just for the innovation, is really cool, and it's really, really awesome that Squid made this product. Just not my preferences, and then the Squiddy, it's just kind of a throwaway. Flips good, at least better than some stuff out there, but I mean, you take this public places, you take it on a plane, stuff like that. It's just like a novelty item almost, but it just flips great, and it's, you can beat the crap out of it, right? But like, yeah, it costs you only $40, so why not? Yeah, so basically that's it. Those are my squids. Yeah, thanks for watching. I do recommend this knife. It does flip so good, but it's just not for me, you know? So, thanks for watching.